Hello, it's Dr. Martin, and I'm going in this series of videos because I like to try to keep them as short as possible. Although, as you'll soon find out, I do get carried away in talking and explaining probably too much. But anyway, try to keep these short. That's why there's more than one. And in this first video, I'm going to work my way over from left to right and go over what these different icons, these are actually links, buttons are, then this menu, and then the home page. And then depending on how long I talk, which I'm trying to hurry to get through, I will walk you through the announcements, the syllabus, and the grades, because modules will be at least 2 videos in and of itself. So, okay, Collin College, link to the homepage, pretty obvious. Your account. Now, this is a test student account, as you can probably see in the bottom pink footer, so to speak. So my picture will not show up, but per the instructions here, or I'm sorry, in modules, not here. Per the instructions in modules, and for extra credit, if you upload a picture of yourself, it has to be of your face, semi-close up, so that I could recognize you if I saw you in the hall or at the grocery store, for example. Not a picture of your dog or your daughter or son, however cute they may be, but a picture of you. And it can be one you take, it doesn't have to be a professional headshot. In other words, it can be one you just snap with your phone. It can be, kind of silly. I don't care. Just don't do like one of those, I believe I'm getting the term right, Snapchat, where you have like dog ears, and painted nose and all that, because again, I wouldn't be able to recognize you. And the reason why I have you do this is because it helps me, because I can associate names and faces better than just names. Plus it gives you a personality. Plus it makes the class more like a real, so to speak, real class, as an on-site class, where we can at least see each other's faces and see each other as human beings, as classmates, as fellow Collin students, etc. And again, that you get 10 points extra credit just for uploading, like I said, as semi-close-up headshot of yourself. Dashboard. This will take you back. I'll just click on it. Well, actually, I don't know why I just did that, because this is I can't do this because I'm not in any other Canvas courses. But if you go to Dashboard, this will take you to the main page where all of your Canvas courses, if you're taking other courses and or they're using Canvas, are listed. And sorry about that kind of abrupt end to my point there. My son was walking in. Anyway, so that's what the dashboard is. Just lists all your Canvas courses, and that's how you access your Canvas courses, which I assume you've already seen in the Courses tab since you found your way to this page. I don't know if this will let me. Yeah. So as a student, I'm only enrolled in this course, even though I'm teaching another section of this. And on that note, I want to make sure you note that this demo is regarding section 4, but section 3 is the exact same class. I literally just copied and pasted all the content, the outline, the structure, everything. So don't get confused if you're like, oh, I'm not in this section. You're fine. And calendar, this is a really neat feature because, and I hope it lets me access it from a student view. But you can see all of the due dates, and you can actually, you should be able to, read a little bit about the assignment. It's just, can be found in the online textbook, which is Top Hat, which I have a whole nother series of videos about, and which I'll briefly cover how to access the online textbook when I get to the syllabus. And then you just go to the next month, and oops, sorry, I clicked on the wrong month, or wrong area. And again, you'll see that there's probably on average about 2 assignments a week due sometime, towards the end of the semester. I try to give you a little bit of a break you'll see on the 18th which is a Sunday, so please take note of that. You can always work ahead. Everything is open. You can read and work ahead, especially if you're going out of town or just, want to finish early. That's fine by me. Just understand that if you submit work early, that, let's say you submit chapter 7 critical question, then chapter 8 critical question, that if we're still on week 4, I will not have graded these until, we get to week chapter / not really week, but chapter 7. And so you may not get feedback before you submit the next assignment, if that makes sense. Sorry, I kind of mumbled that sentence or that idea there. And then chapter. August 19th is when by 12 noon, this is noon, 12A would be midnight. You have to submit your other extra credit option, which is sending one of your assignments for this course to the online college, the Collin College, obviously, Writing Center. Now, if you're taking courses at another university or at a university or another college, you're more than welcome to send your essay there. And the instructions for what to submit is in Canvas here once we get to modules. But basically, you just submit a screenshot or the actual file that you receive back from the Writing Center and just upload it, and you'll get extra credit for that. So excuse me, my voice is not in good form at all. Allergies, and it's raining, so it suddenly moved in on us, and it's just not good for my sinuses. Anyway, again, TMI, I'll shut up about that. The inbox, I don't know if they'll let me use this as a student. Yeah. This is how you will communicate with me. This is basically the Canvas email. And through this, I want you to send me all, your questions. If, let's say, with the exception of let me go back to calendar real quick. With the exception of the extra credit online writing lab thing that I just talked about, all of the other assignments, every single other one is due by 11:59 p.m. So 11:59 at night. So on June 21st, 11:59 p.m., as you can see there. And the reason why I do 11:59 is because midnight kind of confuses students. I used to do that I tried it my first semester teaching online, which was a long time ago. And students were confused. I was like, so is it due the 21st or the 22nd? Even though technically midnight would be the 22nd, it would confuse them. So I just do the minute before. And on that note, absolutely do not, and I'm going to say this at least several more times, wait until 11:55 on the due date to try to submit your assignment, because it may not upload as quickly. Your internet might go down, whatever. You drop your computer and it breaks. Try, the earlier you can get them in, the better, within like the first, within that week of the due date. Again, if you work too far ahead, you won't get feedback on, assignment A before you submit assignment B. So assignment A and assignment B might be, quote, wrong in terms of format or whatever. But please do not wait. And because I hate getting emails like at 12:01 or 12:02, and then not, at midnight or right after midnight. Not that I'm up at that time checking my work email, but the next morning I'll get an email. Can you please accept my assignment? I went to submit it, but it didn't upload correctly the first time. Well, that's because you waited probably till 11:57. So it's very aggravating, and you don't want your instructor to be aggravated, and it's just not in good form. So I understand issues happen. but just try to get it done early. Give yourself a little leeway in terms of time, is my point. So inbox, again, this is how you will, my original point was that if that happens, you can attach your assignment and email it via right here to me. And then help, this, should work. So ask your instructor a question. This is basically just an easy way. It automatically fills in my email address. And all emails go to my Collin College account, and I also check from my phone. So I'm usually pretty prompt about responding to emails and questions, so forth. Canvas guides, if you need help, why is it not letting me upload a .otd file? Something like that. That's what the Canvas guides are for. Report a problem, if it keeps getting stuck or it won't open a page for you, something like that, you can send basically a help ticket to Canvas, and they're usually very prompt on getting back to you. Submit a feature idea if you're like, this would be really cool if we could do this in Canvas. You can do that. And then the eCollin Learning Centers, you can contact them, or the center, not them being the people that work there. If you're having technical troubles, if you were able to access Canvas but suddenly can't anymore, or you suddenly don't see your course showing up anymore, which if that were the case, you wouldn't be able to get to this page anyway. But the eCollin Learning Centers are very, very valuable for technical computer-related issues. Totally different than the Writing Center. Those help you with your actual writing. These help you, the eCollin Center, ELC for short, helps you with learning online and orientation videos, basic support, etc. So that is this menu. And I'm going to go back to the actual course, if it'll let me. There we go. Let me let this come up. Excuse my voice again. And recent announcements, usually at least the most current, if not the most current two announcements will appear between recent announcements and the title of the course here. So when you automatically click on the course, you'll be taken to this page every time, because I want you to see the recent announcements. And I will send out weekly reminders or tips, or as the first assignment has been graded, please make sure you review my comments here in Canvas, notes like that. And announcements obviously is where the announcements will show up. I haven't posted any yet, so there's no point in me clicking on this because it's empty. And syllabus, now you'll see here, this is not the traditional full syllabus. There is one here in Canvas, and it's in modules, which I will show you. And I hate the name. This is a Canvas issue, and so we cannot change the name here in the navigation pane or window bar, whatever. But all of your assignments are listed here, and I'll come back up to the top in a minute. So if you click on Canvas Orientation Quiz, it will actually take you to the quiz. And there are two quizzes, the Canvas Orientation and the Course Policy Quiz. Both are untimed, both are open book. So they're not, you'll see there's 5 questions. It's basically, if you watch this information, the link takes you, both links take you to the same place. You'll get 30 points. You just do need to watch all of it and, pay attention. Don't just, be playing a game on your phone while it's playing, because that'll do you no good. And I don't know that you watched the video. I just know what you score in the quiz. But it is 30 points, so that's, not significant out of 1,000 points. I do points instead of percent. But it's, not to be ignored, because 30 points can make a big difference in a letter grade at the end of the semester. So that's the syllabus. Again, there's the other course policy quiz. There's the EC extra credit pick when I mentioned earlier about uploading your picture over here, and you simply do that by clicking on account. And you just upload literally or attach, a JPEG, PNG, whatever format. My voice trailing off and getting really low. You'll see chapter 1 discussion, chapter 1 critical question, chapter 2 discussion. This is sort of the outline of the course. For each chapter, you'll complete a discussion and a critical question or questions. That's why the S is capitalized, to let you know that there's more than one. All of these will be found in the online textbook. You'll submit in Canvas. Instructions, what to answer, what to write about are in the online textbook, aka Top Hat. And here is, and I'll work my way up from bottom to top, is the link within Canvas to the full detailed syllabus that has like the textbook information, the learning objectives, the traditional, my name, my call-in email address, etc. There's all the traditional stuff that 99% of students don't even care about, but that the state makes us include. And then just obviously you can read no late or makeup assignments. There, if you miss it, you miss it, unless you or a immediate, meaning child, sibling, parent, or spouse, is in the hospital. Emergency appendectomy, giving birth, you major car accident. Not I've had the flu for the last week and couldn't get my work done. Does not cut it. Not great aunt's cousin in Ohio died and I have to go to the funeral. No. Chances are you never even met your great aunt's cousin in Ohio. So not going to cut it. Now, obviously, again, God forbid if it were an immediate family member, totally different story. But this semester is so short as it is anyway, even though it's summer 3, that it would be best at that point to drop, because I can't imagine that anyone would be able to concentrate on American literature if, again, God forbid a child passed away or something. But that's the quote syllabus link. I wish they would change it to like assignment schedule or something like that. And then I'll come back to modules in the next couple of videos. And grades, this is where you can see all your grades. And they're arranged by due date automatically, but you can, of course, assignment group, don't worry about, the module if you want to do it that way. I think due dates is the easiest because it shows you what's due next. And here's the maximum or the possible score. Extra credit is technically 0 points, but you can receive 10 points for the picture. Because if I entered 10 and you didn't do it, you would actually lose 10 points. Some students don't want to post their picture, and that's fine. You won't lose any points. That's because it'd be 0 out of 0. So that's why there's a 0 there, because Canvas, that if you want to submit a feature idea under help, that's a great one, needs to have extra credit available in the gradebook, something like that. So you'll be able to see your average down here as it currently stands. So let's say, you've submitted chapter 2 discussion, I've graded chapter 2 discussion, and obviously the other, the preceding assignments. It would show you your current average, not out of 1,000 points, but out of how many points have you submitted. And if you want to see what the total value is, you can uncheck this box. And technically, I said 1,000. There's 999.70 points. When I submit final grades, which are letter grades, if you're within a point or two, let's say your average comes out to 894, I will, or 899, 90.91 or something. Sorry, I'm not trying to do the numbers in my head. Anyway, my point being, you'll be rounded up to the A. So if you're within a point or two in terms of the percentile, so if your grade here was 998.85, you'd get the A. So don't worry about these, the difference here. I guess, what is that, 3/10? This is why I'm English, not math. 0.30 difference. Anyway, you'll see each assignment besides the 2 quizzes, and obviously excluding extra credit, is worth 56.1. This is just how it came out with how many assignments there are. And you'll see, and the reason being why it's so uneven is because for Chapter 9, there is no critical question. There's only a discussion assignment. So there are, in terms of chapter assignments, let's see, there's 9, there's 17 of these between the discussion and the critical questions, then the 2 quizzes, which again are very easy. I mentioned it, but didn't really explain it. The course policy quiz, this is basically true or false. You can submit work late or multiple choice questions. And it's very easy. So again, if you've read the syllabus and you've read the document that I will show you shortly, the student code policy document, you'll get the full 16 points. Not hard. And so I'm going to stop there. We'll pick up in the next video with modules, and I'll probably divide them in half as I walk you through the modules. And don't worry, I'm not going to click on every single page and read it to you. But I do want to show you how to navigate Canvas. And actually, before we get to modules, I'll go back and we'll pick up in this next video with what this information is all about. And I will, quote, talk to you soon.